Hi kids, good afternoon. It is Monday afternoon, September the 6th, 2021. Get ready for another mathematics class. Unit 8, Time.
Good afternoon. It's mathematics time. It is still Monday, September 6th, and we will continue our mathematics, and it's all about time, duration of time, and how to draw the hands in the clock. Okay, so that's what we start with today, and we will do a little bit about duration of time. So I hope you're ready, but first, vocabulary, very important. We have 6 vocabulary words, we go through them first, and after that we will start with our class. So, notebooks, the date, Monday, September 6th, and let's look at our vocabulary words. Okay, our first 3 vocabulary words. As I said this morning, I will write them on the board from now on, and then I don't have to write. And then if you copy them, just pause the video, you copy them, then you play the video again. Okay, good. Number 1, duration. 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 What is duration? Duration is a certain amount of time. For example, it's been a long time, but do you remember when we went to school? We start at 8:30 is the first lesson. I will go in front. So let's say 8:30 to 9:20. Okay? So let's say our lesson is from 8:30 to 9:20. How many minutes is that? That is 30, 40, 50 minutes. So the duration is 50 minutes. So that's duration, the amount of time passed between 2 points in time. So between 8:30 and 9:20, the duration is 50 minutes. Okay, so that's the word duration, but we will see that later in our lesson. So that's number 1. Number 2, you know what it is, I just put it in here for the spelling. D-R-A-W-I-N-G. Drawing. Now you know what a drawing is, right? Shall I show you a nice drawing? I'm very good in drawing. This is the only thing I can draw. Look, ears. Okay. See? A drawing. Not so good. That's the only thing I can draw. I'm not really good in drawing. So that's a drawing. Now, you can also have a drawing competition. Okay? So if I have a drawing competition and I draw this, I will not win. So a drawing competition means like a match. Like you compete with others for the nicest drawing. So I didn't win, but I know some of you can draw really well. So if you have a drawing competition, you might win. So competition, C-O-M-P-E-T-I-T-I-O-N, competition. Okay, good. Duration, drawing, competition. Let's look at 3 more. Okay, number 4, 5, and 6. Number 4, left. L-E-F-T, left. Left has 2 meanings. It means your left hand, right? This is your right hand, this is your left hand. So it means left. But also, for example, I have 10 markers and somebody takes 9 away, then I have 1 left. So the remainder is also called left. But it also means your left hand, turn left. Okay, so left has more than 1 meaning. Number 5, reached. R-E-A-C-H-E-D, reached. Reached is a word that you use, for example, I drive my car to school. So I left my house. That's the other meaning for left. I left my house. I went away from my house. I left my house at 8 o'clock. And I arrived in school at 8:20. So you can also say I left my house at 8 o'clock and I reached school at 8:20. So that's the word that you can use. Instead of arrived, you can also use reached. So I reached school at 8:20. I left school at 4 o'clock and I reached home at 4:20. Okay? And last one, trip. T-R-I-P. Trip. Trip can be short and can be very long. Usually you use trip to describe what I just did. I left house at 8 o'clock. I reached school at 8:20. So the time between 8 and 8:20 is my trip to school. Okay, so when you have a short drive somewhere, you call that a trip. It's not a travel. A travel means if you go away for a week or 2 weeks, that's travel. So then you went on a journey. But if it's short, you went on a trip. So a short travel is called a trip. Maybe if you go to the 7 later, you will go on a trip to the 7. Okay? Good. One more time. Left. I left home. This is my left hand. I only have one marker left. We all use this word. Reached. R-E-A-C-H-E-D. Reached. I reached my destination. And number 6, a short travel is called a trip. T-R-I-P. Trip. Okay? Pause the video, copy the words, and then underline them. And let's have a look at our class for today. Okay, so we start today with drawing the missing hands in a clock. In your book there will be 6 clocks, but there are no hands. Let me remind you about the hands. Remember, the short one is the hour hand, the long one is the minute hand, and the very tiny one is the second hand. Okay? So we will see some clocks like this one with no hands. We need to put the hands in at the right position in the clock. So the first one, let me show you. It says 8 o'clock. So there's no hands in there, so I need to make it 8 o'clock. So I only put 2 hands. We don't put the second hand. We only put the hour hand and the minute hand in the clock. So 8. We know if it's 8 o'clock exactly that the hour hand will point at the 8. So the short hand will point at the 8. And it's 8 o'clock. So the minute hand will point at the 12. Now the clock shows 8 o'clock. Okay, so we will do that with 5 more, so you can already do this one. Let's have a look at 5 more of them.
Okay, so I showed you the first one already, 8 o'clock, so you can already draw those in. Now, what I want you to do is look at the other 2 clocks. One says 05:17 hours, the other one says 10:55 hours. So 5:17 and 10:55. I want you to pause the video now, write or draw the hands in the clocks, and then start the video again. So pause the video, draw the hands, start the video again. Okay, and this is how you should have done it. So you see the small hand is a little bit past 5, and the long hand, the minute hand, points at 17 minutes past 5. Same with 5 minutes to 11. Both hands point at the 11. So this is the correct way. Let's look at 3 more. Okay, 3 more clocks with no hands. Draw in the missing hands. The first one, 6:30. The second one, 8:45. And the third one, 20:43 hours. Okay, pause the video, draw in the hands, and then check if you were correct. Pause the video now. And there we are. The first one, 6:30. The minute hand points at the 6, 30 minutes past 6. And the hour hand points between the 6 and the 7, because it's after 6. The other one, 8:45, so 15 more minutes, and then it's 9 o'clock. So the minute hand points at the 9, and the hour hand a little bit before the 9. And the last one, 20:43, that means 17 minutes before 9. So it's the same as 8:45, only 2 minutes earlier. So the minute hand goes down 2 minutes. So this is the correct way.
Okay, the second part of our lesson is about duration of time. So remember, duration from the vocabulary, it means the amount of time that has passed between 2 points in time. So the school starts at 8:30 and finishes at 9:20. The class was 50 minutes. 50 minutes is the duration of time. Okay, so let's read up closely about duration of time. It is on the next page next to your clocks. So let's have a closer look at duration of time.
Okay, durations of time. Let's look at page 125 and let's read the instructions. A drawing competition started at 9:40 a.m. and ended at 11:10 a.m. What was the duration of the drawing competition? So how much time did the drawing competition take? So it took from 9:40 till 11:10. Now, what you can do, first add 1 hour to the 9:40. So then it's 10:40. If you put another hour, it's 11:40. So that's too much. So we know it is 1 hour. Now, how many minutes? Now, from 10:40 to 11:10 is 30 minutes. So the duration of the drawing competition was 1 hour and 30 minutes. From 9:40 to 11:10 is 1 hour and 30 minutes. Another example. A family went to the zoo. How much time did the family spend on the trip? So a family went to the zoo. How much time did they spend on the trip? Now let's see. They left their home at 8:15 or 08:15 hours. They reached the zoo at 9:30. Then they say they left the zoo at 15:28 or 28 minutes past 3, and they reached home at 16:43 hours. Now the question is, how much time did the family spend on the complete trip? So from 8:15 all the way to 16:43, so 43 minutes past 4. So let's see how long their trip was. Okay, so the whole trip took 8 hours and 28 minutes. How do we know that? Well, we just count the hours. So they left house at 8:15. So we can count how many hours it takes until it's 43 minutes past 4. So let's count. 8:15, 9:15, 10:15, 11:15, 12:15, 1:15, 2:15, 3:15, 4:15, 4:15. No, that's too much because it's not 5 o'clock yet. So 8 hours. Then it is 4:15. Then we need to count how many minutes from 4:15 till 43 minutes past 4. Now you can count them on the clock. It's 28 minutes. So the duration of the whole trip was 8 hours and 28 minutes.
Okay, that is all for today. I really would like you to read about duration of time a little bit more. Then we will do some word problems involving duration of time. Okay? So, for now I will see you tomorrow. We will start tomorrow with part 2 of our reading and comprehension about Eddie. And then in the afternoon we will have a Zoom class. So I hope to see you at 1 p.m. tomorrow for our Zoom class. Okay? For now, see you tomorrow.